Hey y'all, welcome to the ultimate video for planning your Christmas season. I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks for defining your holiday traditions and accomplishing your Christmas season bucket list. I am also going to guide you in establishing and maintaining your Christmas budget. Follow me at Preppin' Home on Instagram for more tips and tricks, workshops, and answers to your questions. There you will be the first to know about my up and coming videos. To best help you in all your Christmas planning, purchase your Christmas planner at preppinhome.com. You will receive it in PDF format, which means you can use it year after year. This planner has been so effective for me that I finally decided to share it with you all. We will be working through the Preppin' Home Christmas Planner together as I guide you toward a happy holiday success. Let's get started. To begin, we'll organize our Christmas planning binder. I recommend having these supplies on hand: a binder, the Preppin' Home Christmas Planning Workbook, a 3-hole punch, a box of small envelopes, a clear zipper pouch that can fit in a binder, sheet protectors for your recipes, craft ideas, stamps, you name it, and any notes or inspiration that will come in handy as you fill out your planner. I do not include a firm scheduled checklist in the Preppin' Home Christmas Planner because we all have different demands in life. For example, someone may need to have all of their Christmas shopping done by November 15th, whereas someone else may be able to have their Christmas shopping done by December 15th. You get to take charge in deciding when is best for you to accomplish your tasks. You will write these project due dates in your monthly calendars as well as in your handy-dandy task list, whether you use Google Tasks or a day planner. For the purpose of this video, I will be keeping my personal information private because some of my gift recipients may be watching this video and I can't reveal all my Santa secrets. Also, I have printed the Christmas planner on cardstock simply for the purpose of this video because it shows up better on camera. But I highly recommend you print yours on regular printer paper so that everything can fit nicely in your planning binder. Now here is how I have my Christmas planning binder set up. Since it's summer, as we are filming this video, I'm in the process of planning our Christmas decor, and so I have this sleeve temporarily at the front while I stay on track with my decor purchasing. Don't worry, we'll be talking more about planning your Christmas decorating theme later in this video. Next, you will see I have a zipper pouch with all of my budget envelopes simply because it fits best at the front and makes it easy for me to access the envelopes when I put away my receipts and document my spending. There's a reason I do not include page numbers in the Preppin' Home Christmas Planner. This is so that you can move pages around as you deem efficient for you. I like to keep my monthly calendars at the front of the planner to keep me on track and to make it easy for me to write down tasks and events as they come. But when you purchase your planner, these will not be the first pages you see. So looking at my calendars thus far, I have written down some important dates. As soon as you can, start writing your plans down. I like to begin in the month of October because I've learned that the sooner you can accomplish tasks, the more free you are to experience and enjoy the magic of Christmas with your family. And so this year, I'm getting everything done in October and November so that December is free for all the activities and parties and movie marathons. A little peek into my schedule, you will find that I am decorating for Christmas the first week of November. In the past, it was tradition for us to decorate the weekend following Thanksgiving. but we have found that we like to enjoy our Christmas decorations longer than 30 days, so we're going to back it up this year. Also, we'll be very busy the second half of November, and no one is spending Thanksgiving at our house, so we're just going to give early decorating a try this year. Now in December, you can see I've already written down our Christmas Eve service so that I know this evening is already full. Next in my planning binder, I have my Christmas budget tracker. Once again, this is to keep me on track with my spending and to know when a particular budget has been spent up. If I end up going over budget in any category, I will write down the amount I overspent and then include the amount in my Christmas notes for next year. So for example, let's say I went over budget on stockings. I've left a note for myself to raise my stockings budget to $20. Here's a tip when calculating your overall Christmas budget. Don't forget to include sales tax. Whatever your sales tax percentage is, add it to your budget. This will give you the cushion and freedom to remain within budget for all your shopping. It took me years stressing about going over budget before I finally had the light bulb moment. Budget for sales tax. At the back of my Christmas planning binder, I keep my recipes and craft ideas in these sleeves. Also, my pages for any notes that I'll be taking are easily accessible here. Now that we have our binders organized, let's have some fun. Schedule a time for you and your spouse to dream up your perfect holiday season. You can make a date night out of this. Grab a bottle of wine and your Christmas planner and begin discussing all the things that make your Christmas season special for you. What are your non-negotiables? Meaning, what are your must-haves in order for you to feel like you truly experienced your Christmas season? These will be your traditions. I will not feel like I experienced my Christmas without a candlelit Christmas Eve service. And the same thing goes for my husband. Now that we have children, Matt and I have already declared that our Christmas mornings will be spent in our house until Santa no longer exists in our home. There should be no confusion within our family when it comes to planning our travels because of this communication. It's non-negotiable. After your traditions are established, create your Christmas wish list. I don't call this a bucket list because here is where you can write down all the things you want to do as well as all the things you would like to purchase. Do you need a new Christmas tree? Would you like to invest in outdoor lights this year? Would you like to add a neighborhood cookie drop-off to your gift recipient list this year? Or maybe a basket of goodies for your UPS guy. Even if you know your budget could not include all the things you would like to do, write them down. This will help you see where you want your Christmas budget to be in the future. As you write things down on your Christmas wish list worksheet, annotate which items will cost you money and estimate those costs. You can also use this sheet to write down important reminders that are appropriate for your successful holiday season. You can see I have a note here that I want to try my hardest to be done shopping by November 15th. I am not interested in Black Friday this year, considering we'll be busy that day, and I would like to see how this feels for me to be done shopping by then. I will be sure to make a note on my Christmas notes sheet if and how this works out. Before we dive into the brain work of budgeting, let's take inventory of the supplies, gifts, and decor we have on hand. If you already have in mind your wrapping theme, only include the items you will use this year. For example, I have a collection of vintage Grinch wrapping supplies that I am saving for when my boys are older, so I won't be including them on this inventory sheet. I am solid on my red and white theme this year, so when I came across these cute gingham bags in storage, I wrote them down on my inventory sheet to remind me of them when it comes time to wrap my gifts. I have a little bit of wrapping paper left over from last year that's red with some white writing on it. And since I like to incorporate multiple wrapping paper styles, I'll be looking for a white paper with a little bit of red. And you can see that I've written that down here on the supplies that I need. I also love to use ribbon when wrapping my gifts, but I don't have anything that I would use this year, so I'll be on the hunt for a few spools. Here's a tip for collecting your wrapping supplies. If you're like me and you could use multiple rolls of tape while wrapping your gifts, now is the time to buy your tape. I like to use a particular brand and style of tape, and I've noticed that by the time November and December roll around, it is very hard to find the tape that I like. So you can bet I am buying my tape now. Now let's talk about a gift stock. If you attend parties or events or purchase gifts for the same people every year, you should totally consider a gift stock. You'll save money and time in the long run if you can free up a shelf or a closet maybe dedicated to Christmas gifts. Some hostess gifts to have on hand would be Fraser fir candles, maybe some holiday tea towels or gift cards. Gifts that you can purchase throughout the year would be beauty kits. You know, those that come with multiples of the same item like mascara or face masks or nail polish, which would be great for including in gifts for your friends, your daughter's friends, or any lady that you think would truly enjoy them. For men, I would have on hand Cracker Barrel gift cards, leather working gloves, maybe some rechargeable battery kits, or a box of golf balls. These are just some ideas. If you do not have a gift stock or are unable to purchase for one this year, that is okay. You are not behind. You are not failing. Just consider the information and maybe include it in your Christmas budget for next year. Keep in mind and possibly make note that you may need to have your Christmas budget available earlier next year than you did this year. Okay, now that you have an idea of what your Christmas season could cost you, it's time to meet with your spouse to establish your all-inclusive Christmas budget. Maybe forego the wine here, but decide together how much you would like to spend on each gift recipient. Use a pencil when writing these amounts down because you will be adding and subtracting from your recipients and categories as you proceed. Once you have finalized your Christmas budget total, you need to decide when you would like that money available. How many paychecks do you have left until then? For example, let's say you need your Christmas fund by November 15th, and you get paid on the 1st and 15th of every month. And this year, you can begin withdrawing from your paychecks for your Christmas fund on July 15th. Write down the paychecks you have left until the time you need them. Beginning on July 15th, you're left with 9 paychecks. Now, if you were to begin planning for next year and you're ready to start withdrawing on January 1st, from January 1st to November 15th, you've got 22 paychecks that you can withdraw from. So the earlier you start planning and budgeting for the big events in life, the more cushion and freedom you have to do the things that you want. Now take your total Christmas budget and divide it by the number of paychecks you will be withdrawing from. This is your withdrawal amount from each paycheck, aka your Christmas budget. If your withdrawal amount is too high for this year, now is the time to go back to your Christmas wish list and edit. Keep the things that mean most to you and your family. Prioritize your gift giving. Don't be greedy. God gave us the greatest gift, and we celebrate that by giving gifts to others. But remember, you don't need to be Santa Claus for everyone. So consider maybe decreasing the amount you spend on each of your recipients. You may not be able to participate in every event or purchase everything you want for the house this year. Don't allow this information to dampen your holiday season experience. Take the information and begin preparing for next year. Now that you know the full cost of your Christmas, you'll be ready to start your withdrawal process earlier. So, you've made your list and checked it twice. It's time to label your budget envelopes. There should be an envelope for any and everything that you will be spending money on. Label a separate envelope for each of your gift recipients. If this is your first time budgeting for your Christmas spending, I highly recommend you use a cash system to prevent you from overspending. At Prep and Home, we focus on thriving over surviving, which means leading a debt-free lifestyle. Nobody is thriving in debt. So withdraw your cash amounts for your envelopes so that you do not go over budget while shopping. Here are some examples of my budget envelopes. You can see I have Christmas cards and postage together in one budget. I have the amount I've budgeted for this category. And I've put a star up here saying Visa because I know that I'm ordering both of these online. So for me, it's pointless to take out the cash for this envelope when I'm going to be purchasing online. But I still like to have this envelope to keep receipts. And last year, I put my order form in here, which kind of helped me budget for the cards that I'm purchasing this year. Another example of an envelope would be for Christmas wrapping. Now, this is one that I would use cash for because I like to browse the stores for all the cute little things. I don't really purchase online. So it's nice to have that envelope of cash so that I don't go over budget in this category. And then another example of a cash envelope for me would be the Festival of Lights. This is an event. You could make an envelope for any activity that you plan on doing with your family. But again, this is so that we don't go over budget because this is really fun. There's all the little things that you would want to purchase. And so we plan ahead. We're able to look at the itinerary for this activity and budget appropriately. Included in your Prep and Home Christmas planner are gift planners and shopping trackers. You can use all of these to write down ideas for gifts as they come to you or when you're out shopping, and to make your shopping trips efficient. The shopping planner will keep your errand running and shopping smooth. For example, let's say you've done your research and you found that you can purchase supplies and gifts at Target. This is just a way for you to keep all of your errands organized and how much money you've spent in each of your budgeted categories. So here, let's say I picked up some ornaments, gift bags and tissue, and a sweater for Cal. In parentheses, I've written the envelopes to the corresponding budget that each of these items come from. The ornaments are coming from my decorating budget. These items are coming from my wrapping budget, and a sweater for Cal is coming from my Christmas outfits budget. I wrote down how much money I spent so that I can go and deduct that on my Christmas budget tracker at the front of my planner. Same thing with buying gifts for people. I love going to the outlets because I can shop for multiple people. So let's say I bought a scarf for Jenna, a clutch for Chloe, and shoes for Matt. I'm going to add up my gift budget here and subtract that from my gift budget on my Christmas budget tracker, just so that I know how much money I have left to spend. Remember to keep track of how much you spend in each category. Utilize your online shopping tracker to keep your shipments in order. Depending on how much shopping you do online, you don't want to forget about packages that were never delivered. Once you've made your gift recipient list, you will know who you need to ship gifts to. Our entire family lives out of state from us, so it's nice to have all their addresses in one place to take with me to UPS instead of scrolling through my contact list at the counter. A ship by date is important for you to remember to ship gifts on time to those who may live overseas or just a further distance away. I've created 2 different single gift planners. These are for individuals. You can write their names up here. One can be used for your spouse or any family member that you like to shop hefty for. The other is for your children, where you can keep track of gifts that are from you and which are from Santa. The Christmas Planner workbook comes with one of each, but remember, you can print multiples of any pages you need them. For example, I have printed 2 of these for each of my sons. It's so great to use a stocking stuffer planner so that you're not wasting your money on junk. The earlier you can begin your planning, the more creative and intentional you'll be with your stuffers. Plan your projects and list the supplies you need on the Christmas crafts page. All those recipes you've been wanting to tackle or treats you're dying to share, organize those on your Christmas treats pages. Don't forget your sheet protectors for keeping your recipes clean and dry. If Elf on the Shelf is making a visit to your home this year, plan your visits on this page. This will keep you from trying to think up all those scenes last minute only to discover you don't have the supplies you need. Sometimes we neglect the importance of the Christmas season because we're just too busy with all the things. Plan your Advent and surprises in advance, including the dates you would like to accomplish this activity in your home. The best movies are Christmas movies. Am I right? Plan your movie marathon here. Don't forget about the Freeform and Hallmark movie schedules. Once they are released, you can look at your monthly calendar to plan your movie nights. Make sure you write these showings down on your monthly calendars. The infamous Christmas photo card. These are so special to make and send out each year, but the cost can really add up. If it's at the top of your Christmas wish list and you plan ahead this year, you can afford it. For all the tips on planning and keeping track of your Christmas photo cards, see the corresponding section in your Prep and Home Christmas Planner. I've simplified your Christmas decorating experience by dedicating another section of the Christmas Planner to this. Begin your decor by assigning your decorating and take down dates on your monthly calendars. Depending on how elaborate you plan to decorate, you may need to schedule multiple days for this. Now you can dream up your theme for this year and paste your ideas in your worksheets. If you have not already, take inventory of the items you have on hand. Sometimes you come across something you completely forgot you owned. If you are lacking inspiration, think about what you could add to go with what you already have. But be sure that Pinterest is only used as a last resort. You can also use your decor inventory sheets as a wish list for each category of decorating. You can write down what you plan to purchase and how many and where you plan to purchase those items. The most important planning of all is your ideal Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. There are planning sheets for you to write down all the things that would make these days memorable for you and your family. Also included are menu pages for you to plan your Christmas dinner and any other party foods, as well as separate grocery lists for you to plan your Christmas grocery shopping over the course of November and December. Instead of scrambling the week, or goodness forbid, the night before. Now, whether you are beginning to plan your Christmas season for the first time, or needed to add a little bit of organization to your planning, I hope that this video brings you calm and excitement to your Christmas prep. Don't forget, you can purchase your Christmas planner with all the extra tips and cute little details to make your Christmas planning smooth and oh so fun. Find it in my shop at prepandhome.com. You only purchase it once, but can use it year after year. It truly is the gift that keeps on giving. In addition to all the sheets you saw here today, included is a 2022 cover page for you to use, as well as a 2023 cover page. in the chance you decide to print it twice and gift it this year. This workbook makes a wonderful hostess gift or a gift for any of your mom friends. Though I prefer regular printer paper in my own binder, I plan to gift this on cardstock wrapped in a cute little bow. You could even throw in the added supplies to make it easy for your friend to organize their own Christmas planning binder. And even though it's July, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas season. I'll be back later in the year with more Christmas information. Until then, follow me on Instagram at Prep and Home, where I share advice and tips on leading a thriving life of confidence and peace. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.